Hey, I'm Adam. We do daily devotionals for busy Christians, so let's cannonball right into this thing. Today is March 2nd, and we're talking about the cost of discipleship. When following hurts, then Jesus said to his disciples, quote, "If anyone wants to follow after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me." End quote. That's Matthew 16:24. The night I almost walked away, I remembered the night so clearly. Sitting in my car outside the church, engine off, hands gripping the steering wheel, my heart felt like it was being pulled in two different directions. A relationship that I cherished was breaking apart, and deep down, I knew why. If I truly followed Jesus, I couldn't hold on to both. I was counting the cost in real time, and it hurt. Jesus' words in Matthew 16:24 weren't just poetic theology anymore. They were real. They were the chisel pressing against the stone of my heart. Deny yourself, take up your cross, follow me. There's a moment in every believer's journey where the cost of following Jesus feels too high. Maybe you're there right now. Maybe your heart is torn between faith and fear, between surrender and self-preservation. Let me tell you, I've been there too. And I want to encourage you, don't walk away, because what feels like loss in the moment is actually leading you to life. It's not just the big moments that test our faith. Sometimes it's in the little ones, choosing honesty when a lie would be easier, or offering forgiveness when bitterness feels justified, stepping into the unknown when every part of you craves certainty. These daily sacrifices shape our faith just as much as the monumental ones do. What does it actually cost? We love the idea of following Jesus when it means peace, purpose, and joy. But what about when it costs us something? What about when it asks for our pride, our control, or our comfort? The truth is, discipleship isn't just about gaining. It is about losing too. It's about laying down the things that we once thought we couldn't live without. And that's terrifying, isn't it? Because we don't like to let go. We don't like change. Culture tells us to chase our desires. Jesus says lay them down. Not because he wants to rob us of joy, but because he wants to give us something far greater. The irony? Letting go of our plans often brings the very life we're searching for. Faith often requires us to step forward before we know where we're going. Abraham didn't know where God was leading him, but he still followed. The disciples left everything behind when Jesus called. What might he be asking you to lay down today? Maybe it's a dream, a habit, or even a relationship that pulls you from him. It's a super scary thing to surrender, but God's plans have always been better than our own. Looking back, I see the ways he redirected my path, ways I didn't understand at the time, but I'm so grateful for now. Have you ever had to lay something down for the sake of obedience? If so, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Let's encourage each other together in this walk of faith. Carrying the cross in the ordinary. Taking up our cross sounds dramatic, but often it's not. It's choosing to bite your tongue when every part of you wants to retaliate. It's staying faithful in a season that feels stagnant. It's stepping into the unknown when certainty is nowhere to be found. Sometimes the cross is heavy, like losing a job because of integrity. Sometimes it's quiet, like choosing Jesus when no one's watching. But in all of it, we don't carry it alone. Jesus goes before us. He knows the weight. He bore it first. Carrying the cross means carrying his love too. It means living in a way that points people back to him. It means standing firm in our faith even when we're misunderstood, and continuing to serve even when it feels unnoticed. Because the truth is, none of it's unnoticed by God. Maybe you're in a season where following Jesus feels like a loss. Maybe you're sitting in your car right now, gripping that wheel and wrestling with the weight of discipleship. Well, listen, Jesus is worth it. Every sacrifice, every surrender, every moment of doubt that turns into trust, none of it's wasted. I didn't walk away that night. I let go. And what I thought was loss became life. Because following Jesus, even when it hurts, leads to the deepest joy we'll ever know. And in that process, we don't just find Jesus, we become more like him. Jesus gave me the courage to deny myself, to take up my cross, and to follow, even when it cost me something. As you know, Christian content can be hard to get out there on social media, so every like, share, and comment truly helps spread the word and is deeply appreciated. Thanks for being here. I'm Adam. Onward, and God bless.